My name is Erica Ritter, and today I'll be interviewing Carter McGill on being a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Thank you for being here today, Carter.
My pleasure, Erica.
Okay, so, how did you first become a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
Just over a year ago, I was shown an episode by the school's anime club. Soon after that, I found what's called a pony music video. It's a parody of an anime music video. This one was set to a piece by a composer that I particularly like, Eric Whittaker, and I noticed that the animation of it seemed really, really good, especially in comparison to cartoons surrounding it of the time that I'd seen. So I decided to give it a shot, and a number of episodes later I thought, I'm a fan.
And what are some things that you enjoy about the show?
What first grabbed me about the show is the music. I can't really explain how great quality it is. I just have to say you have to listen to it for yourself, but the music was what immediately hooked me.
Cool. For those of you who don't know, a fan of the show is called a Brony. Carter, what do you enjoy about being a Brony?
I really enjoy the high-quality products that fans of the show put out for the rest of us to enjoy. I enjoy reading stories that people write about the show. I enjoy pieces of art that people draw about the characters of the show, and I especially enjoy little bits of animation that especially skilled animators can put together for the show. There's a number of examples on YouTube. They're very easy to find.
How open are you about your love for the show? How do your friends feel about you being a Brony?
I would say I'm fairly open, but again, I don't flaunt it. Anyone who visits my room will easily see that I'm a fan of the show. I have a number of paraphernalia, I suppose you'd call it, about the show. But if I don't have a reason to bring it up in conversation, I won't.
And here's a nice fun question. Who is your favorite character?
This is one of the redeeming aspects of the show. There are so many characters that everyone can have a favorite, and there's an equally legitimate reason for all of them. I prefer the Southern Farm Girl Applejack, because she reminds me of my own family from down south.
What do you think has been the best episode so far?
Very good question. There's a two-parter which opens the second season, and in it we are introduced to a villain called Discord, who's voiced by John Delancey, who also played a character called Q in Star Trek. Similar powers between Discord and Q, just the ability to turn physics on its head. And I think the writing for that show is top-notch, those episodes especially.
What do you believe that people gain from watching the show?
I'd like to think that the measure of a good children's show is that adults can enjoy it as well. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic has surpassed expectations, yet even with the writers, yet they've taken notice of the community and thrown in little shout-outs in the show. But I think it surprised everyone how well received this show was by adults, and in that matter it certainly succeeds as a children's show. Adults can take away something from it, whether it be... In the show there are things called friendship reports, which is something that the characters learn about how to be better friends to each other, and there are lessons in there that adults can relearn. It's something that everyone can learn at any time in their life.
So, currently there are 2 seasons out from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and in a few days Season 3 will be coming out. What do you hope to see in Season 3?
To be honest, I hope for more of the same. I really hope they don't depart from the tried-and-true formula that made the first 2 seasons a smash hit. I would be extremely disappointed if they started going with shtick humor, because so far they haven't had to rely on it. So I hope for more of the same.
What would you say to someone to convince them to watch My Little Pony?
I would bring up the top-notch cast of voice actors. The woman who started, who is responsible for reviving the show, Lauren Faust, and what other projects she's been involved in, things like Powerpuff Girls, I believe Teen Titans, I'm not sure about that. Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, she was one of the creative producers behind those. And so I had mentioned that she is the executive producer for at least the first season, and it was her idea to have such deep, well-thought-out characters. I would mention the top-quality music. I would mention the fact that there's something for everyone, both young and old, male and female. Doesn't matter who you are, there's something for you in the show.
All right, thank you very much for being with us today, Carter.
It was my pleasure.